Hey guys, this is Skylar. I am completely 100% blind. I am autistic and I have a chronic heart condition. I was inspired to do a video by, I don't want to say their name because I wasn't given permission to, but I will link them in the description below. So please check the description. Also, YouTube has been turning my comments off. I don't know why. So if you have any questions, email them at dvlogsfamily@icloud.com. Again, that's dvlogsfamily@icloud.com. Today I'm going to be talking about needle phobia. So if people don't want to talk about that, just click away. That's fine. So this person was talking about their needle phobia, why they have it, and how they cope. So, and their vaccine experience. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about from my point of view. Let's start with, why do I have needle phobia? Well, I've always had needle dislike or needle hatred because of the pain, obviously. But it wasn't a phobia until 2012. In 2012, I had home health come over here and draw my blood. And they used a needle that was the size of a telephone pole because they didn't know me. I have very infantile veins because of my heart condition. But this company didn't know that because they didn't know me. Anyways, plus I'm a heart stick. So what Mom was doing is she was like tapping me on the shoulder and saying, relax, relax. And that turned my needle dislike into needle phobia, because her saying relax, relax just made it worse. I realize she is nurse trained and relaxing your body does help, but saying relax is not going to get me to relax. Anyways, and that caused a big hoopty-haw, and then that's why my needle dislike is now needle phobia. How do I deal with it? Well, I do bring a kit. Sorry about my crunked up face. I feel like I have to sneeze. I'm sorry. I do have a kit that Mom got me. I'm so sorry. I do have a kit that my mom got me. It's a little bag that she embellished with a butterfly. And I take that with me and I put like fun things in it to kind of help during. But the most important of the most important thing is that I have my mother say one of my favorite words, like right as I'm getting stuck, like right as it goes in. I have her say one of my favorite words, which I have lots of. And the favorite word kind of helps me to relax both my mind and my body. So we got that, the favorite word, like right as they stick me. And I'm going to show you some of the types of things that I would put in my kit. This is a squishy. It's shaped like a cinnamon roll. I wanted it because, well, I like cinnamon, but also cinnamon rolls are kind of shaped like the smiling pile of shice emoji, you know, because they're brown and they're kind of coiled. They kind of look like the smiling pile of shice emoji, and shice is one of my favorite words. This is a squishy, and it's made out of foam. I took it with me last time I got blood drawn, and I squeezed the out of it, and as you can see, this guy can take some abuse. So things like this help. Stress balls, anything that you can squeeze the shice out of while you're getting stuck. Something like this that I can wear on the side of my pump case would help also. This is a bullet, and it's like, I think this is the 45 caliber. I have ones that are different sizes, but this is a bullet that's on a keychain, and I would just wear this on my pump case, just thread it through the D-ring, and like as I'm getting stuck with the needle, with my needle free hand, which is usually my left, I like would caress the bullet, and I would count in my head in German how many times my hand has performed this action. And that helps as well, because you have a tactile and a cognitive at the same time kind of thing. plus the favorite word. So, yeah. I do have a keychain that is shaped like a syringe, and this is because the German word for a syringe or an injection is spritze. And spritze is one of my favorite words, so that helps, especially if you're getting a shot, not so much a blood draw. And I have to give myself a shot every Tuesday for other reasons, and that also kind of helps. For my Tuesday shots at home, I have this. This is called Toonsy, and I usually record a song ahead of time on here, and then I put it, in the kitchen because that's where my shot is that I give myself every Tuesday. And like while it's playing, I'll give myself the shot, and this kind of helps. But this is for at home use. Also, the next most important thing is always have something waiting for you at home that you can use as a reward or treat after the needle. I have lots of these types of things. Like this could be something like a fun activity or an album that I like to listen to, something nostalgic. It could be a favorite food of mine, a favorite drink of mine, a sticker that I would like to put, over the injury site, or a fun bandage, blah, blah. It can be anything. Just something that will lift my spirits after I get home. For example, last time I got my blood drawn, I had Alexa play We Sing Sing-Alongs, which is an album that I used to listen to when I was a child, and I drank some Gerber Good Start to kind of help cheer myself back up. Now, let's talk about the vaccine. I got my first dose. It was fine. I mean, it was a shot. It hurt. It stung. But I did not have very much pain after the shot, or the next day, or the next day, or the next day. Plus, the guy that gave the shot was very nice and very gentle. I mean, I know you have to kind of apply force to give a shot, but the guy was as gentle as possible, and he was nice to both me and my mother. The second dose was given by a witch who just slammed it into me as hard as she possibly could. And I had pain that night, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. I could barely use my arm. I had to rub aloe vera and aspartame into my arm, and I couldn't do basic life skills like pouring myself a glass of milk, pouring myself a glass of tea, blah, 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 because that arm was so excruciating. Now, I don't know if that pain was caused by the shot itself or the fact that the witch slammed it into me as hard as she possibly could. There are certain people that don't need to look at, talk to, and or touch another human, and this is one of them, the second dose witch that just slammed it into me as hard as she could. Anyways, yeah. So, that is how I deal with my needle phobia. I realize what's causing it. I always am buying fun things to kind of help cheer myself up after the needle at home. I always have mom say one of my favorite words as the person is sticking me, and I always try to bring something that I can hang on to or interact with my needle-free hand while I'm getting stuck. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and God bless.